Recently, Russian forces obliterated the Trypilska thermal power plant in Kyiv, the largest power generation facility in the Kyiv region, through a meticulously coordinated attack involving missiles and kamikaze drones. The destruction of this critical infrastructure has left much of the capital, Kyiv, without power, compounding the hardships of war and plunging large swaths of the city into darkness. Ukrainian officials described the attack as one of the most intense assaults on a single target since the onset of Russia's full-scale invasion. A total of 82 missiles and drones were launched, according to a Ukrainian military spokesperson, including 6 advanced hypersonic Kinzhal missiles. These weapons unleashed unparalleled destruction, striking at the heart of Ukraine's energy grid and threatening to derail the country's efforts to maintain vital services during a brutal war of attrition. The Trypilska TPP, located approximately 45 kilometers south of central Kyiv, was the largest electricity generating facility in the Kyiv region and one of the most important energy suppliers in the country. With an installed capacity of over 3,000 megawatts, it played a crucial role in supplying electricity to the capital and surrounding areas. Its destruction is not only a physical loss but also a symbolic blow to Ukraine's efforts to keep the lights on as winter looms. "This is a catastrophic hit for our energy infrastructure," said a senior official from Ukraine's Ministry of Energy. The Trypilska plant was crucial in ensuring energy stability in Kyiv and the surrounding regions. Now, large sections of the city are without power, and it will take time to reroute electricity supplies or restore them through repairs. The attack comes at a time when Ukraine has been scrambling to repair its infrastructure, already battered by months of Russian missile and drone strikes. The loss of Trypilska TPP puts further strain on the country's energy resources, pushing Ukraine closer to an energy crisis just as colder temperatures threaten to grip the region. The combined attack on the Trypilska plant featured some of Russia's most advanced military technologies, showcasing the lengths to which Moscow is willing to go to achieve its military objectives. Ukrainian military sources reported that 5th-generation Su-57 Felon fighter jets, Russia's most advanced stealth aircraft, played a pivotal role in launching air-to-ground KH-69 missiles that devastated the power plant. The KH-69 missiles, relatively new in Russia's arsenal, were launched from approximately 400 kilometers away, inside Russian airspace, far from the reach of Ukrainian air defense systems. The missile's ability to evade detection by flying at extremely low altitudes, as low as 20 meters above the ground, made them particularly difficult to intercept. These KH-69 missiles are proving to be an even greater threat than the hypersonic Kinzhal missiles, said a Ukrainian defense official. "Our previous intelligence underestimated the range of these missiles, which we thought was around 300 kilometers. This attack proves their range is at least 400 kilometers, potentially even longer if launched at maximum speed." The Su-57 jets that launched the KH-69 missiles did so from a safe distance, turning back toward Russian airspace after launch. This tactic allows Russian forces to strike critical targets in Ukraine without risking their advanced aircraft in direct confrontations with Ukraine's air defenses. Each Su-57 can carry up to 4 kHz -69 missiles in its internal weapons bay, and the stealth capabilities of these jets, combined with the low altitude and evasive maneuvers of the missiles, represent a formidable challenge for Ukraine. Ukrainian officials expressed deep concern about their ability to counter such advanced weaponry, particularly as Russia increasingly integrates these systems into its strategy of long-range attacks. The destruction of the Trypilska TPP is not just a blow to Ukraine's energy grid, it's a stark reminder of the growing gap between Russia's offensive capabilities and Ukraine's defenses. Russian military analysts have described the combined use of Su-57 jets and KH-69 missiles as a nightmare scenario for Ukraine. "The Russians are using their most advanced technologies to full effect," said a Russian military analyst quoted by state media. The Su-57 is a stealth fighter that is very difficult to track, and the KH-69 missiles fly so low that they can avoid most radar systems. Together, they represent a deadly combination for Ukraine, which has few means to protect itself from such attacks. As Ukraine grapples with the fallout from the attack, the role of Western support is once again brought into sharp focus. Ukraine's leaders have repeatedly called for more advanced air defense systems to counter Russia's increasingly sophisticated missile and drone attacks. While the US and its European allies have provided a range of defense systems, including the highly effective NASAMS and Patriot systems, the sheer scale and complexity of Russia's attacks mean that Ukraine's defenses are stretched thin. In particular, Ukrainian officials have emphasized the need for more advanced anti-missile and anti-drone technologies. The KH-69 missile's ability to fly at low altitudes makes it particularly difficult to detect, and while Ukraine has made significant strides in intercepting Russian missiles and drones, it is clear that more needs to be done. "We need systems that can track and destroy these low-flying missiles," said a Ukrainian military commander. "The current systems we have are not enough to stop everything that Russia is throwing at us." For Ukraine, the path forward is fraught with difficulty. Rebuilding the Trypilska power plant, if it is even possible, will take months or even years, and the immediate focus will be on finding alternative ways to power the capital. In the meantime, the war grinds on, with both sides locked in a deadly stalemate that shows no signs of abating. For the people of Kyiv and the rest of Ukraine, the attack on Trypilska TPP is a grim reminder of the costs of war. A conflict that is as much about survival as it is about territory. As the lights go out in Kyiv, the resolve of the Ukrainian people remains strong, but the challenges they face have never been more daunting.